The year's 1946. Our boy MC Du Bois of Philadelphia submitted this blend and it won the best blend of April. I was interested in recreating it because I have most, if not all, of the components. I'll explain to you what I'm doing as a substitute for some of the things. He asks for an ounce, or I guess the smallest amount is a quarter ounce of Latakia and Perique, but I'm going to start using single grams just because I feel like if it's not a great blend, I don't want to necessarily commit to it. I'll have the recipe up, but the first thing he asks for is burley. So I'm going to start off with 1 gram of the burley ribbon cut. Next up is the white burley, and he calls for a ½ gram of white burley. After that, he calls for 1 ounce, but I'm going to use 1 gram of Virginia plug. I don't necessarily have a generic Virginia plug, so I'm going to use Boston slices, but I plan on casing this anyways because I'm going to press it. So 1 gram of that. I'll have to rub this out. We're going to use 1 gram of Cavendish. Okay, so for the gram of Cavendish, I just have the regular Cornell and Deal. I also have the red Virginia Cavendish, but I'm just going to use the black Cavendish for now. Add some color. And then a quarter ounce of Latakia and a quarter ounce of Perique. So here I have Latakia, once again Cornell and Deal. So a quarter ounce, we want to be careful with this because this is just a quarter gram. And then another quarter of the granulated Perique. So the first thing I'm going to do is rub out the flake, the Boston slices, which is playing as our Virginia plug. And the reason to do this is because I'm actually going to press this mix together. And I want this to be well, I guess, distributed throughout the entire mixture. Okay, and then I'm starting to mix everything together. I know it's not in the recipe, but because I'm going to press it, I want everything to stick together well. I'm going to create a 50-50 mixture of brown sugar and water, heat that up pretty well, and then add a few drops of apple cider vinegar. I plan on casing this with brown sugar, water, and a couple drops of apple cider vinegar. So I'll get back to you soon. Okay, I'm back. I have made my casing, and this is just a 50-50 blend of sugar, water, and a couple drops of apple cider vinegar. And obviously I didn't make much, but it's because I obviously did not need to. So I'm gonna put this off to the side. I'll bring my bowl here. This is going to be what I mix everything in. Okay, here we go. And I'm going to much moisture within the tobacco. I've never pressed tobacco before, but a large C-clamp to make a small crumble cake. There we go. I plan on just squishing everything together, and to do that, I'm gonna set this down here. Let me just dry my hands. There we go. I'll let this drip for a bit before I go ahead and heat it. Okay guys, the big reveal. I've had this pressing for about a week. I know some people say press it for 10 to 14 days, but honestly I couldn't really wait. The recipe itself doesn't ask for you to press it, but I wanted to have this experiment kind of homogenized through this pressing technique, and I'm learning something while I do it. So it's been releasing some tobacco juice. Oh dear God. Oh, there we go. It's been releasing some tobacco juice during the last week. So I'm hopeful that all the flavors have. How do I get this out? Uh-oh. I'm hopeful that all the flavors have generally melded into one. Okay, guys, we have a problem. Here, let me. Okay. I'll get back to you when I figure out how to open this. Okay, so I got one part of it open. As you guys can see, it's really dark. Uh, I'm hopeful you can see some of the reflection of the tobacco juice that kind of coagulated here. Sorry for using the gross descriptive terms. Let me see if I can press this. No, I cannot. Okay. Oh God. Okay. So here we have the plug that was pushing in on the cake. Okay. And let me just wipe this clean and see how it smells. Pretty good. Not gonna lie. Okay. Here, put this off to the side. Okay, so our cake is in here. Okay, there we go. That's not so bad. Here, we have an 80-year-old recipe, pressed cake. I'm excited to try this. Let me just dry it a little bit. Here we go. It smells really good, actually. Okay, so without further ado, let me... Okay. I don't know if this is... Looks pretty good. I don't notice any mold or anything on the outside. Which, once again, one of the reasons we added the vinegar is to prevent any mold from happening, as well as kind of evening out the pH, given that burley does burn a little bit basic. Okay, so after rubbing it out, it's pretty dark, but it smells amazing. I'm gonna go ahead and try to smoke this now. If you guys want experiments done on the pH of smoke, of specific blends, or just tobacco in general, let me know. I am doing my PhD in STEM, and it is something that I know how to do. It's just that the equipment is gonna cost me a little bit. So if it's something you're interested in seeing, go ahead and subscribe, and I can start working on doing that. Without further ado, actually, I'm gonna let this dry just for a little bit, and then I will pack a pipe and go through it with you guys. Okay, we're back. I am excited to pack this into a pipe. This time I have my Falcon with a meerschaum bowl. The reason I'm going to use this is because I'm kind of worried it's going to absolutely nuke any of the briars I already have. As just an experiment, I want something that's going to burn a little bit neutral, and I don't want to ruin any of the briars I care a lot about. Not that I don't care about the meerschaum, but it is known to be a bit more resilient. So I'll go ahead and start packing this. Making a mess. Here we go. Okay, so the moment of truth. interesting. So for the char light, I'm getting mostly the burley. It's interesting given how much Latakia is in this, but it is generally burley forward, if that's a thing. It's a bit woody and nutty. Let me continue. Okay, really interesting. So, burley, forward. Cavendish, very forward. Um, Latakia, not really present. It's not something I pick up a lot on. And it's important to note out of 4 grams, this is a quarter gram Latakia and a quarter gram Perique. So these are going to be pretty far back in terms of the roles they play in this blend. But yeah, a really interesting blend. It's really interesting. It's mostly Cavendish and Burley. Um, Perique, I'm not really getting much of. Latakia, that earthy mustiness, I'm not getting at all. But it is definitely a mellow, sweet blend. I would smoke this again. I'll probably let the cake dry a bit longer, and I will let you guys know some final opinions in this probably in a short. But I hope you guys like this series. Let me know if it's something you are interested in seeing in the comments. Also, let me know if you guys want to see gas pH measurements. Essentially, I would be standardizing a protocol to run gas into a liquid, washing the gas, and then measuring the pH of that. And then experimenting with casings and certain things to try to alter pHs, seeing what causes tongue bite, etc. So those are things that I'm thinking of doing in the future, given my background. But if you guys enjoy this, please feel free to subscribe. It's free. Like this video, share it, and yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. MC DuBois, I rate your blend 4 out of 10. It's okay, but GLPs and Jeremy Reeves are better.